And that's why the plot of the Dark Crystal was predicted by the Bible. So endeth the lesson. Then I prefer to think the plot of Dark Crystal was a result of Jim Henson's imagination and copious amounts of LSD.
Actually, that whole movie is a secret message to the Russians, letting them know that the US had the ability to extract life essence out of podlings.
Podlings aren't real.
That's what they want you to believe.
Yar, I be here to construct the new sets. Don't be minding the noise as I be working, lads.
Thanks, Pete. Let me know if you need anything.
Most generous, Captain, but I be fine. Old Pegboard Pete works best on his lonesome.
So if podlings are real, then are gelflings real too, AJ?
Of course, who do you think runs the Federal Reserve?
Yar, excuse me again, lads. Captain, where can I plug in me circular saw? I cannot spy the outlet no matter how far I peeps.
Oh, there's an outlet over by the fridge.
Oh, aye, Captain. Thank ye.
No problem, Pete. So, what do the Skeksis do in real life?
Well, you know those twist ties that you find on pre-packaged bread bags?
Wait a cotton-picking minute. Who was that?
Who was who?
That guy you were just talking to.
Oh, that's Pegboard Pete. Raoul's hired him to build the new sets for the show. Hey, Pete, come here for a second.
Yar, aye, Captain.
I forgot to introduce you to the guys. This is Gary, AJ, and Fundie.
Where be me manners? Hello, lads. I be Pegboard Pete, the most notorious set designer in the Opinion-Ville Tri-City area. Pleasure to be meeting ya.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Now, if you don't mind, I have wood to measure and layouts to be finalizing before the midday bell. Pleasure to be meeting you, lads.
Well, he seems nice. Rugged, but in an artistic way. I like a man with rough hands.
Does your libido have an off switch?
Nope.
Anyway, Pegboard's great. He designed the sets for that production of Cats last year in Skanksburg.
Autumnal and I love that production.
Why is he a pirate?
I don't know, I never really thought about it.
Never thought about it? He's dressed and acts like a pirate and you never thought about it?
Not really. He acts like a pirate. Big deal. You act like a pious, brain-damaged jackwad, but I don't think about that much either.
Well, I think it's cool. I wish I could dress and act like some old-timey guy. I'd be a cattle baron, running the settlers off their little plots of land, controlling the route of the railway, steak every night. Most Saturdays, I'm dressed like a milkmaid.
That leather outfit with the rhinestone milk bucket and the riding crop?
Naturally.
I'd dress like an X-Wing pilot. A man can really impress the ladies wearing an orange jumpsuit.
Unless you're an escaped prisoner.
Have all you guys lost touch with reality? That Pete guy ain't normal. No normal person acts like a pirate in everyday life. He has a screw loose. A bat lives in his belfry. He's one biscuit short of a box of Scooby snacks.
What are you saying? Just because he has some behaviors that aren't typical doesn't mean he's crazy. He has character, charm. Did you guys see his hands?
Hello, he thinks he's a pirate. He suffers from a delusional disorder.
Did you just diagnose Pete's mental health?
Yes, I did. I know crazy when I see it.
'Cause you see it in the mirror every day.
That guy has some sort of mental problem. He suffers from the delusion that he's a frickin' pirate. His name is Pegboard Pete, for crying out loud.
Last time I checked, you didn't have a degree in psychology or psychiatry. What makes you qualified to diagnose a mental health condition based on limited evidence?
The internet! It's more than a big oily tub of digital porn, you know.
Yeah, it's also a huge tub of bad information and dumb diagnoses. Don't forget conspiracy theory and gossip sites!
I don't know if I'm comfortable with him building our sets. He's obviously crazy. What if his sets are dangerous? What if his crazy brain makes him make the sets out of hazardous materials like, I don't know, toxic waste or dead farm animals?
Are you fucking kidding me? Even if he had any sort of mental disorder, that wouldn't disqualify him from being a talented set designer. People who have been diagnosed by actual mental health care professionals as having a condition are still capable of working, having relationships, and even creating fantastic art. Oh yeah? Name one.
Beethoven.
I meant name one real person, not some movie dog. Beethoven the composer, you insufferable boob.
They're right. Beethoven suffered from bipolar disorder. So did Virginia Woolf and Patty Duke Aston.
Patty Duke from the Patty Duke Show had a broken thinker? I love that show. The point is that it doesn't matter if Pete has a mental disorder or not. He's still a creative, talented, and interesting person.
You just can't go around amateur diagnosing people based on crap you read on the internet. Enough people do it on YouTube already.
Fine. Then in my humble opinion, Pete needs to see a shrink, cause it ain't normal to act like a pirate.
Says you! You don't like it when people equate mental illness with religious faith, do you?
No. Just because I talk to a super being who sometimes grants wishes and no one else can see or hear doesn't mean I'm crazy. It means I'm devout. So then why is it okay to diagnose Pete? Because I'm right and you're wrong, that's why. Can I beat him?
Your therapist wouldn't like that.
Aha! The only reason that you're getting all upset about this is because you are cuckoo in your brain parts too.
Just because Jason sees a therapist doesn't make him crazy. I see a therapist. In fact, I see a whole team of therapists. Does that make me crazy?
Yes.
I see a therapist too. It's good to have someone to talk with that will listen impartially. Funny, I didn't start seeing a therapist until after moving to Opinion-Ville.
Well, the town has that kind of effect on people. Look, Dick Weasel, if you want to know for sure why Pete acts the way he does, then just ask him. Fine, I will. Hey, Cocoa Puffs, can I ask you a question?
Do it respectfully.
Fine. Hey, Pegboard, come here, I want to ask you something. Be right there, lad. What do you guys think?
Should people with mental health conditions be discounted as members of society simply because of what they've been diagnosed with? Should people who believe that someone may suffer from a mental health condition keep their mouths shut and not perform amateur psychoanalysis?
Or should we be able to make up our own minds about people and treat them any way we want based on what we think to be true? Even if it isn't. Comment. Okay, here he comes. Now you better be nice to him or I will beat you with one of Gary's old dildos. Oh, now what you fellas be wanting?
Fundie has something he wants to ask you.
Yeah, why do you act like a frickin' pirate? It's freaky. Dar, again with the pirate thing. All's the time people be thinking that I be acting like a pirate. You're not? No, lad, no. But your goofy pirate voice. Oh, I have a speech impediment on account of me parents being illiterate Quakers and homeschooling me until I was 22.
And what about your pirate clothes?
Pirate clothes? These be no pirate clothes. I be a hipster. That's worse. Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is Friday, June 6, 2014, and it's Atheist Pride Day, D-Day, Donut Day, Drive-In Movie Day, Horseradish Days, National Lemonade Days, Russian Language Day, and Yo-Yo Day. So to all you atheists out there, celebrate the correct way. And eat a donut at a drive-in theater. And now on to the questions. Retiquette et as... Intimate question from Eat Jason. How do you come up with all these sweet terms of endearment you treat us on every week, like my magnificent Mandalorians, my glorious Godzukis, my rapturous Rancors, etc.? I picture you and your family sitting at a kitchen table on a Friday night spouting off all the nonsensical phrases that come to mind and having a laughter attack while trying to jot down as many of them as possible. But that image may be completely wrong, of course. I hate to burst your scenario apart, but it's usually just whatever pops into my head. The Jason that you're thinking of is a lot more interesting. Jenny Tokame asks, intimate question for Oswald. Since you're YouTube's cuddliest blue monster, I want to cuddle you. Is there an Oswald plushie I can buy?
Nope. Not because I don't think you should be able to cuddle a doll of me, no matter how that kind of makes me feel funny. We just can't iron out the merchandising rights with Mattel. I want my fair share of that crazy toy money.
Nicholas James asks, intimate question for Jason. Why do you dislike Thunderfoot so much? I don't dislike Thunderfoot. I mean, I don't hate him. I just don't agree with him a lot of the time. And I've lost interest in his videos because he's kind of veered his channel to other subjects that I just don't like. Now, I do have a character that's patterned after him because, well, satire is what I do, and I wanted a character that was kind of a severe atheist, and he is a prominent YouTuber, so I just kind of patterned him after him. But hate him? No, not really. Intimate question for AJ. When traveling at subsonic speed during the last hour of hypersleep, which vector of Romulan Nebula will suffer the wrath of the impenetrable quickening? For bonus points, how many wraths to the nearest Molaton?
I have entered all the variables into my Commodore computer, and I'm currently running a simulation to give you the most accurate answer to your super serious question. Based on the computing power of my computer, however, I should be able to give you an answer in about 300 years.
The lad with the pink rod asks, intimate question for Fundie Monster. I've checked out some Bible stories and taken into account the flood, Jonah, and the whale, Jesus' relationship with fishermen and fishes in general, and the creation stories of waters above and waters below. Is it not possible and plausible that your God is really a penguin?
Can I give you some advice? Don't use this argument with Christians. I mean, your question doesn't even need to be quote mined to make you sound crazy. In fact, I'm going to use it during the Sunday service this weekend. Thanks! God is a penguin. So stupid. Or is it?
So that's it this time around. Remember, if you have an intimate question that you want to ask Intimate Questions, please address it to Intimate Questions down below in the comment section. The first 5 questions asked will be answered, unless it's the alternate week in which it will be the last 5 questions asked. So until next time, my marvelous minifigures, this has been Jason with a D. Well, just, put Band-Aids over each one, and then the sweater won't chafe when they get all hard. Get out of here. Hey everybody, it's me, just to remind all of you that this Saturday, once again, we will be doing another very public spanking of, and this time it's going to be a very public spanking of Doomsday prophecies. So please be sure to tune in to the Very Public Spanking of channel. The link is down below. And on Saturday at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, and 11 o'clock Europe time, I guess, GMT, there's a town that became king of clocks, I guess, and decided that everyone, Greenwich Mean Time, and tune in, it's going to be a lot of fun. Join me, Finite Atticus, and Monkey Tail 2002, and whoever the guest is. Not sure who it is. It'll be a surprise. So please, join us this Saturday for a whole bucket full of sugary, wonderful, YouTubey goodness. Thanks. Bye. No, don't put the whole box on your chest.
Hello, now I know what you guys are thinking. Another special announcement, but this time I'm happy to announce that this Sunday, Steve Shives and I will be hosting another episode of Late Seating. And this week we're going to be reviewing X-Men Days of Future Past. So please tune in to listen to two nerds discuss the merits or drawbacks of X-Men Days of Future Past. The show is going to be on at 12 noon on the Pacific Coast, 3 o'clock on the East Coast, and 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. I promise the show will not last more than an hour, so you don't have to worry about one of those 4-hour marathon shows that you usually get. and that I'm also associated with on another show. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. And remember, if you can't make it at that time on Sunday, then I will be posting the video on this account so you can watch it at your convenience. Hope to see you there. Bye.
Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, and now's the time where I shout out your name at you with the help of my magic name frame. Say hi, name frame.
Hey,
Let's do this thing.
if you insist. Waylon the Bat.
I love bats. They are the cutest, fuzziest, sonariest rabies carriers ever.
Reasonable Rabbit.
I like reasonable rabbits, but unreasonable rabbits taste better.
The Ponage Hobo.
How can a homeless, dirty train bum pwn anybody? Aren't you, like, totally pwned by, like, life?
Cybeat Bee.
A cyborg beatboxing bee? Do you got a demo CD? Cause that sounds awesome.
Raphael Nostikos.
You have a Bond villain name. You are a Bond villain. Can I visit your secret lair, island, volcano, in space hideout?
It's a good day today.
Says you. I dropped my retainer in a porta potty this morning and a janitor had to get it out with a rake. And then my mom just rinsed it off in the bathroom sink and made me wear it. Does that sound like a good day to you? My teeth will always be blue now.
Lonely Tomato Plays.
Plays what? Basketball? Won't you get squished? Then you'd be spaghetti sauce plays.
Mr. Bored Fucker.
I'm glad I have a name frame now, cause I would get in so much trouble for that naughty last name, and I don't need to be grounded again.
Experiment 510A.
Are you one of those medical experiments where a mad scientist guy sews like a monkey's butt to your elbow? And if so, can I have a picture?
Garf Novel.
Are you one of those weird alien guys in that bar in Star Wars? Are you the one that got his arm chopped off by that old guy Kenobi? Okay, all done.
Remember, if you subbed and you would like to have a retarded monster and a withering magic picture frame shout your name out, then leave a request down in the comments section.
Hey, name frame, are you black magic or good magic?
Why?
Cause Funny Monster says that all magic is black magic from ugly old witches who kiss Satan's butthole.
I promise you that I am not a product of black magic.
Yay!
But I have kissed a butthole.
Turn the camera off, please.
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Cybeat B says, I could have read more about a conspiracy theory about toothpaste manufacturers trying to make a black hole with a gigantic tube of toothpaste. So, in a weird way, they're trying to make a cavity out of toothpaste. Get it? The cavity would be a black hole? No? Gravity cavity? Nothing? Screw you, I'm funny. Firefly4F4 says, instead of watching puppets argue on the internet, I could be listening to the Billboard Top 10 songs. Well, why would you do that to yourself, Firefly? You're better off with insane puppets. And My Thousand Faces says, in the 18 minutes I spent watching this, I might have been able to run 2 miles if I was being chased by Oswald for hiding candy from him. I also could have recorded my long overdue next YouTube video. And I could have directed more people to pledge for the Reading Rainbow Kickstarter campaign. Well, yes, support LeVar Burton and his Reading Rainbow. We must help blind people from the future to teach children how to read. What? What do you mean he's not a blind man from the future? Are you accusing Geordie LaForge of lying? 'Cause those are fighting words, sir!